Watson Review. CBS Sherlock-Inspired medical drama is definitely no house at first glance. CBS Watson might call to mind Max's The Pitt, this month's other Pittsburgh-set series, about a doctor reeling from the death of his best friend and mentor. Or maybe it evokes Fox's similarly recent doc, with which it shares a bizarrely specific physician with traumatic brain injury resume's work at a hospital run by a chief of medicine, who just so happens to be the ex they're still inconveniently in love with. Premise.Look further back, and you'll also surely note the strong similarity to Fox's House, the original Sherlock Holmes-inspired medical broadcast drama about a brilliant but eccentric doctor solving medical mysteries with a select group of attractive younger protégés. What Watson did not remind me of, at least in its first 5 episodes, was itself, because it does not seem sure what that self is to begin with. Despite a promisingly goofy premise and the occasional gobsmacking narrative choice, the early installments speak more to a series struggling to pick a lane than one that's confident blazing a path of its own. As the title indicates, the show follows not the famed detective Sherlock Holmes, but his eternal sidekick, John Watson, Morris Chestnut. For all intents and purposes, though, this John Watson is basically just another Sherlock Holmes type. A little cold but ultimately caring, righteous but maddeningly stubborn, so obviously a genius that everyone constantly talks about what a genius he is. Creator Craig Sweeney, whose earlier credits include Elementary, CBS' much more successful modern Sherlock Holmes adaptation, goes ahead and makes the comparison explicit. "Suppose you could say you're my Sherlock now," says Shinwell Richie Coster, the stereotypically Cockney-accented tough who used to be Sherlock's helper and is now Watson's. Their Sherlock has apparently been killed in the opening prologue, a foot chase that ends with him, Watson, and their shadowy nemesis Moriarty taking a tumble down a waterfall. The only confirmed survivor, Watson takes the opportunity to return to his first calling, medicine, with money left to him by his former mentor. Watson opens a brand new clinic specializing in genetics and rare diseases under the watchful eye of Mary Rochelle Aites, the wife he's not quite ready to divorce. But he remains dogged by hazy memories of Moriarty, who, unbeknownst to Watson, not only remains alive, but has continued actively working to sabotage him. Moriarty's premiere-ending cameo is the first indication that Watson might not have any idea what kind of show it wants to be. It's not simply that the casting, which I am not allowed to reveal, feels hilariously out of left field. It's that the entire performance feels pitched toward a stranger, maybe funnier show than the silly but mostly straight-faced drama we've gotten so far. Lest you get your hopes up that this heralds an exciting new direction, though, I'll tell you right now that the character has not reappeared since. The characters we do get to spend time with make less of an impression. Among Watson's squad are identical twins Adam and Stevens. Peter Mark Kendall plays both, and while he's fine as the athletic and outgoing Adam, he so badly overshoots Stevens' nerdy introversion that he comes off like a serial killer. The actual cold-blooded one is compulsive liar and ruthless manipulator Ingrid Eve Harlow, but Watson is already on its way to softening her by the 4th or 5th episode. The designated nice one is Sasha Inga Schlingmann, a Chinese adoptee turned Texan sweetheart. Along with the others, she speculates that she's been chosen by Watson as a living test of nature versus nurture, which could be interesting, I guess, except that it